I'm a Jew at KU, and I'll sing it out loud. Hey, hey, Shabbat Shalom. I know what you're thinking. What am I doing here? Waving my flag with this loud Jew car. I have the same question, but you see, in this week's Torah portion, we are told something phenomenal. The Jewish people are traveling in the desert, and God tells the Jews that you will set up a special camp in a specific way, and every single group should have their own flag. Yes, my friends, the concept of waving a proud Jewhawk flag was not made up in Lawrence, Kansas in 2023. This goes back to this week's Torah portion. Why in the world does God tell the Jewish people to have their own flags with their own colors? What is this all about? There's two very important messages I want you to know. Number one, you see, the Jewish people at the time were millions of people, just received the Torah on Mount Sinai, and God tells the Jewish people, I know you feel like you're part of a big group, but each one of you has your own individual flag, your own unique colors. Represent. Be proud of who you are in an individual way. Make sure you show your own colors and the own gifts that you bring to the world. That's point number one. But there's another point here that to me is maybe even more important, and that is like this. You see, we are now in crazy times. Studies are telling us anti-Semitism at an all-time high, hasn't been like this in 50 years. What's the message? How do we deal with it? Some people say, lay it low. Shh, shh. Hide your Star of David. Well, this week's Torah portion tells us, wave your flags. Go crazy with your Jewish pride. Maybe even do something as crazy as wrapping your vehicle with Jewish messages. Go out there, taller, prouder, because when you do that, two things happen. Number one, you raise the bar for all the Jews around you. It lets everybody know that it's okay to be proud. And number two, I always tell my students, if you're walking around with the Star of David, if you're driving town with a Jew car, there's no cutting people off. You got to behave. When you wear that badge of honor as a proud Jew, it keeps you in line. One of my students told me he was waiting in line to go to the wrong kind of club on the wrong night. Somebody said to him, you, a nice Jewish boy with a Star of David, you don't belong here. My friends, stand tall, stand proud. Am Yisrael Chai, wave your flag.